Good morning, world of adventure bike riders and dual sport bike riders. Today is a very exciting day for me, and it's the beginning of a first. It's my first ever mini adventure doing off-road and on-road, but a lot of off-road on my own, solo. I've done plenty of road trips, and I've done plenty of trips with other riders off-road, but this is my first multi-day experience. I go out on my own quite regularly for day trips, a few hours here and there, but this is the first time I'm leaving home and not to come back for 3 days. Am I going round the world? No. Am I going north to south? No. Well, in a way, but only a short way. But it's me, on my bike, for the first time ever. At 70 years young. I've just left the beautiful town of Tavira, where I live, in the Algarve of Portugal. And I'm following some routes that I've previously made, but this is today I'm joining some up, joining the dots as it were, to make a different track. And I'm only going what would normally be, if you go direct by road to a town called Murtila, it would normally take just over an hour. But today, the way I'm going, it's going to take a lot more than that, and I'm really excited about it. And I think I'm all special for off-roading. I've got a dirt bike and all this gear, and look at this guy, amazing. You can conquer the world on a scooter. People have done, I'm sure. The Algarve's famous for oranges, and there seem to be more and more orange groves, and there's some more freshly planted ones, although also now they're growing a lot of avocados here, so they've cleared a lot of land to plant. It's all interesting because there's always short of water. I keep saying every year, or there's less rain and more need for water, and yet this area they keep building more accommodation, more tourist accommodation, more swimming pools. They've got golf courses everywhere, they're growing avocados, and it all takes water. And I wonder what the authorities actually going to do about providing the water. Sure, the humanity will find a way. In the meantime, why should I worry? Just get on and ride the bike. I've got some of this Revit Dirt Series gear on. On the top I've got the Proteus armour, which is very comfortable and ventilated. On top of that I've got a dirt bike jersey, very lightweight. And on top of that I've got this jacket, which I'll have to find the name for, which is waterproof and breathable and abrasion resistant, and it has vents in the arms and the back. And I want to see what it's like already. It's 7th of April, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. Now I've got a buff on my neck as well to keep the draft out. A week ago at this time of day I needed all this, but already it's getting too warm. And I'm working harder for off-road, as you do, although it's not extreme, and the sun's already getting strong. It's going to be a pretty warm day, but I'm going to have to stop soon and take a layer off and open all the vents and see how I feel with this jacket in the warmer weather. I don't think it's made for hot weather riding, but I'll just want to try and see how far I can go in it before it gets uncomfortable. There's the oranges. Look at all these oranges. There's oranges ripe all year round, not on the same tree of course, but there's different varieties. There's so many oranges. It's hard to believe how many, and they a lot drop on the ground, but look at them all. It's amazing, and the scent of the orange blossom is phenomenal. Do a little turning right up here, quite sharp. Check the road, and then if there's anything coming down here, the car would block it. And the river ran dry. My motorcycle of choice for this trip is my Voge 300 Rally, which is I say Chinese version of the Honda CRF 300 Rally, and it's my choice because there is no choice in Portugal to buy dual sport bikes of small size, especially with a rack, a bit of load carrying capability, and this is the only thing available. That you can't get the Honda CRF here, not only the basic version, not the Rally, and the Kawasaki KLX 300 is not for sale here either. And everything from there you're starting to go up to Suzuki DRZ 400 and bigger things, and KTM 390 Adventures costing lots of bucks. So this is my choice because that's the only one there is, but it's a bloody good choice. So far it's been an amazing little bike. I don't know, it's only done less than 3,000 kilometers. It's so easy to ride, and it does this dual sporting so well, which is what it's made for, of course. So colourful, April. So much variety of flora. Flora! Wow, that's a posh word. These little beautiful little flowers here. Can you see them? They're called gum sisters or cum sisters or something, but they're just beautiful, and they're all over the landscape during this time of year. Just let me show you the stickers I've made. These are my own designs, and I've got them available for sale. There's something for everybody, and I'll let you know the link in the comments below the video. Hee-haw! What can there be better than this? Okay, I've just stopped to take off layers, taken off my dirt bike jacket was under here, and changed my gloves. I had mesh gloves, but I've now had to go to these lightweight dirt bike gloves. As I say, it's already so warm, and I could easily ride in just a dirt bike jersey over this armour, but I want to try this with all the vents open, see how it is in warmer weather, and take it off later. So amazing. Look at this place, look. The river drying up quickly. There's barbecue area, could be a bandstand, and behind there's a water tap, and it's a picnic area under the shade of the trees. We're on a high fire risk in this area, the Algarve and a lot of Portugal now. The levels of high fire risk for April is unbelievably high. And there have already been quite a few fires, outbreaks, which have been contained by the bombeiros, the firefighters, who do an amazing job. But it's like strange for this time of year to have so many fires. And you could say, well, why am I going out if there's a high fire risk? Sometimes you just got to trust that, you know, if you feel it's the time to go, you've got to go and just trust you'll be all right. This will be a mixture of asphalt and dirt trail, and I'll never be that far from a road, although it'll feel like it at times. Anyway, we'll see how we get on. There's this massive network of trails out here in the Algarve, well, all of Portugal. A lot of properties out in the countryside, look. Of course, this is their means of access to home. No asphalt on a lot of them. Although over the years, gradually, they're increasing the asphalt layers. Meanwhile, I can enjoy the dirt trails while they're here. I'm sure they'll outlive me. Well, so far so good with this jacket. Got the vents open on the arms, they're amazing. Scoops it up across your chest. I've got the neck open a bit, no buff on, so the air's coming through the top as well. And it's not extreme heat. I mean, the air only moving is still coolish, which is nice, it's very refreshing. Have to be so careful out here, although it's very rare, but you do find traffic coming at you or just parked around the corner, the other side of the road. And I always go so carefully around corners, just never know what you'll find. Look at that place down there. How did anybody ever get there all those years ago? See the ruins on the left. People living here. Well, now you have 4x4s and, well, the cars drive these roads, just Ford Corsa or anything. Scooters. Amazing. But how did anybody arrive there in the first place? It amazes me how humanity has moved on and claimed land and settled in these amazing places, remote. And what is there? There's obviously water. Amazes me. It's now getting interesting. It's got a bit more work off-road here. A little bit wilder. Looser, rockier, tighter, steeper. Takes great focus. It's amazing how the concrete here, in some places, probably gets washed out by a river or something. I've actually ridden this on my Tiger 900 Rally Pro, and it's amazing where I've taken that bike. I'm just amazed at what I've done on it, and now I'm doing it on this. And it's all fun no matter what you're riding. It's just, this is just easier because it's lighter, a bit more nimble. And the Tiger is really good, especially for its size. You know, once you're riding it, it's very agile and capable, more than me. And the reason I've gone for this, more than just the weight and the fact that it's cheaper, is I want to look after that Tiger. It's my bike that does everything, road trips, everything. Whew. Loose now. There would be water crossings here, but in the rainy season, but not now. What goes down must come up. It's just times, yeah, standing up is good, but other times the instinct is to sit down and get that leg out. Oop, this is fun. And everything's trying to get you off, isn't it? Every little bump and stone. This little bike is amazing, just like a little tractor. Doesn't need the revs. Keep on to remind myself, it likes to plod along. Now I'm feeling the warmth in this jacket, working uphill, the sun on me. Although the moving air on standing up is still, I'm not overheating as yet. Well, I had to stop after all that hard work going over those rocky sections and steep climb. Got rather warm in that jacket, even with all the vents open. So it doesn't breathe, only breathes, well, it's breathable, but there's limits to everything. So I've taken it off and put my enduro jersey over the armour, and now I've got a beautiful cooling breeze, especially when I stand up. But I've got mesh trousers on and the air is flowing through everywhere. Feel far more comfortable. No point in suffering any more than no point suffering at all. There's water in some of the small streams, just pools. So far no water crossings have had any in. There are people that say when you ride off-road you must stand up all the time. Well, I think that's changing. There are some people never stand up, and I don't understand that either. There's a balance between the two. People working hard on the land, growing things for us to eat. Thank you, sir. Thank you, all of you, for providing our food. Just trying to respect the local people. Keep the speed down. And these bikes are noisy. Trying to keep as little as possible. Bit of respect for them, it's their homes. I think I prefer going uphill to down. Put a bit of power on. I'm sure the bike prefers it. Look up there on the hillside, the work has gone on up there to clear that, to grow produce of some kind. Some pretty steep hills around here. And they come out here again, here look, working. Provide food and earn money. There's somebody driving home, kicking up dust. Friendly wave. Because I'm joining up the dots today, driving different trails and trying to make one trail out of several bits of them, I've taken a couple of navigational errors which have led me in a different direction. Although I'm going in the right way, it can always So I'm just going the wrong way on some of them, but it's just turning out to be the right way, if you know what I mean. It's all fun, this exploration. It's adventure. It's like fantastic. Adapting as you go along. There's no point getting upset about it. If you've taken a wrong turn, make it into a right turn. Here we are under the shade of the eucalyptus trees, and look at all this ahead. That's all to be ridden. As many square inches as possible. Ah dear, oh dear. How amazing.
If you like this video, please press the like button, and if you'd like to see more, please press the subscribe button. Thanks so much.